ונוציא מחבלים להורג כמה שיותר.
בעד חוק עונש מוות 62, 48 מתנגדים, נמנע אחד. אני קובעת כי הצעת חוק עונש מוות למחבלים תשפ"ו 2026
Israel's parliament has passed a bill approving the death penalty for Palestinians convicted of nationalistic murder. This represents the culmination of a years-long push by Israel's far right to escalate punishments for Palestinians convicted of murdering Israelis. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu went to the Knesset, the Israeli parliament, to vote yes for the measure.
מיכאל מרדכי ביטון, נגד. דוד ביטן, בעד. בעד. יעל רון בן משה. יעל רון בן משה. אינה נוכחת.
This is a law that rights groups, Israeli and Palestinian, have denounced as draconian and unethical. It's also yielded condemnation from foreign ministers of European countries and Australia who say the language of the bill is de facto discriminatory. In effect, what the bill does is mandate that military courts in the West Bank dole out the death penalty as punishment for Palestinians convicted of nationalistic murder. It gives Israeli courts a bit more leniency, saying that judges in Israeli courts can choose between the death penalty and life imprisonment for Israeli citizens convicted of this offense.
איתמר בן-גביר, בעד. סמיר בן סעיד, נגד.
The language of the bill, legal experts say, makes it very hard to believe that it will ever be applied to Jewish citizens of Israel.
בעד חוק עונש מוות 62, 48 מתנגדים, נמנע אחד. אני קובעת כי הצעת חוק עונש מוות למחבלים תשפ"ו 2026
US President Donald Trump has issued a fresh threat to Iran, saying the US will destroy Iran's electricity plants, oil wells, and Karg Island unless there is a peace deal. But why is the Karg Island so important for Iran? Karg Island is a small coral island off Iran's coast in the Persian Gulf, which is a key region for export of oil from Iran. Oil brings in vital revenue, funding Iran's government and military. Critical infrastructure on the island includes oil storage tanks, refineries, depots, and housing for thousands of workers. The US has already targeted the island earlier in the war. On March 13, the US launched airstrikes on Karg, with Trump saying US forces had totally obliterated every military target there. However, the island's oil infrastructure hadn't been targeted in the strike. Meanwhile, the US president took to social media to share that his administration is in serious discussions with Iran to end military operations, while also threatening mass destruction of the country's energy resources unless a deal is reached shortly.